Lori here today with my weekly wax empties for the week. If you remember, this is my use up the leftovers empties, and there are a lot of wax empties here. Because of that, I had been putting aside anything that was partially used in the Drew and Crew collab. I had been saving it for the last week of the month like I typically do. And yeah, so I have quite a bit of wax that we used up. It's always nice to finish up some, partials, a couple pieces left in a bag, or I finished 2 scoops. I was super happy about that. So yeah, it's always nice to use some of them up and move on to some other wax. I can keep track of what I like and would order again. And so that's kind of fun. So I want to welcome you if you're new to the channel. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe down below. And I want to welcome you back if you're a returning visitor or subscriber. I am so glad to have you as a part of this channel. Okay, so I turned on this lamp over here. I don't know if it's going to have a glare or not, but bear with me as we figure this out because it is raining here. I am filming this today on Monday. And it is raining here. I think we're supposed to get a little bit of snow. It's not like an inch or something like that. It's nothing for us. But yeah, so it's really dark and dreary, and I'm trying to brighten it up in here a little bit for the camera purposes, so we'll see how it does. I do have 2 videos that I'm going to try to record today. I don't know that I'll put up the second one today. It'll probably be tomorrow. I'm going to guess it's going to be my candle and body care empties for the last few weeks as well. And I do have 2 hauls that came in. I see Ava's, and I think, was it VCS? So hopefully those will go up this week as well. All right, so we'll get some housekeeping items out of the way. Let's jump in. And like I always do, I have like a piece of hair. Don't you hate that? It's like, where the heck is it? All right, so in this office, see my little car over here, I do tend to melt some samples or leftover pieces. If I don't know where to put it, I'll just save it for in here. We used up this Unskinny Bop from Sassy Girl Aroma, Beach Nights, Sugar Cookies, Marshmallow Cotton Candy Twinkies. I have said this before, I'll say it again. I love her Beach Nights. It's my favorite. It lasts forever. I can put a Beach Nights blend in, later in the evening, let it go all night and still smell it in the morning. It's crazy. So if you haven't tried her Beach Nights, I would highly recommend if you like Beach Night blends. It's the strongest I found and really, really good. This is Veronica Lodge from Sassy Girl, Sugar Dusted Mandarin Cotton Candy Mimosa. This it wasn't bad, but I love a lot of her scents. And it was nice, but I don't think I would go out of my way for this one. I think, I like trying to think Disneyland and Fantasyland better. So I think I would focus on those. I know they're not the same, but like for a citrus type of scent, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so this was a sample from L3 and it was so good. I immediately added it to my customs list. Now I just got called up to customs, so I just melted this and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Added it to my customs and she called me up. So in the nick of time. This is Pink Mustache. And I think it's pink sugar, and smells like pistachio and pink sugar. I love this. I'm trying to remember, it doesn't have scent notes on it, but I know that it's pink sugar, like bakery type of blend. And it's light in this bag. I can't really smell it. So don't judge it on cold either, because I was kind of like, oh, that's fine. But I put it in here and it was so delightful. It was so strong in this office. Now, the thing is that I was busy in the afternoon and after work, and so I'm not sure how long it lasted. I know for sure at least 4 hours, but I'm not sure, so I'm excited to get it in customs. Either way, I absolutely loved it, so I'm excited to have that. We have Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Cider Lane, Mallow, Fireside, and Blackberry from L3. This, I got the Cider Lane and I don't like her Cider Lane version. It has some spices in it and I'm not a huge Marshmallow Fireside person. So I basically just wanted to use this one up. It was okay, but there was a lot going on, and sometimes when there's a lot going on, it's hard to distinguish. But of course, my nose zooms in on the 2 items that, I don't love as much. We had Cereal Marshmallow from L3, and I believe, didn't Angela just melt this and loved it? She said she was going to request it, so I will be purchasing some of that. This is great. I really love her everything, but for the most part. But you know, she has great cereal scents, and that was really, really nice. So really nice cereal scent, and I would grab more of that. We had Sassy Wax Melts Coffee Bean Waffle Cone Vanilla Bean Noel. This was really nice. I like her warm up, which you'll see in here. I did finish up my loaf of that. So her coffee bean is really, really nice, and combined with the creamy scents, it was great. So yeah, I really liked that one. It was strong. And then Apple Maple Bourbon from Kay's. I'm a little over apple scents at this moment, but this was nice. It was kind of it's a sweeter apple, and yeah, even in here, it wasn't spicy. It was a nice scent. I mean, this was good, and I can think of some customs that I might want to do with this one. So yeah, I'm glad I tried it, but wrong season basically. But I'm kind of like trying to use up some of my samples. So I've been like dipping into I have like a little container of samples that I put in there. So just been blindly grabbing, and so that one came up. All right, let me stick them in my little bin here. All right, I have a big old pile. So this will be a long one. Grab a snack. Pause it, grab a snack. All right, so we have some clamshells that I finished up, and a couple of these little cups. This came in my last order, I want to say. Yeah, from VCS Bend and Snap. Pump Up the Strawberry Jam, Fizzy Pops, and Orange Sunrise Delight. This was great. I loved this. This was perfect for my bedroom, and because I love fizzy scents there. This was really good. I know people have been asking her to pour it again, so I don't know if this will be on a restock, but yeah, I'm going to put this on I need to order more of that. And I used up this Vanilla Swirl from Kay's. This I picked out of the Collab box. I liked this one, but this one was really light, and I think that I like Vanilla Bakery better. So I'm glad I tried it because I've been wanting to try it. And so it's a nice vanilla scent without any bakery, but you guys know I'm a bakery girl, so glad I tried that one. Okay, so this has been hanging around for a while, and I decided I needed to use this up. This was Huntington Home from Aldi Fresh Lemon. This was actually really, really nice in my bathroom. Just a really fresh lemon scent. The problem with this is it didn't last that long. I would say 2 to 3 hours, which is a bummer. So it fizzled quickly, but really nice, fresh and clean. It felt like, you just cleaned the bathroom, and, it was just really, really nice. I don't think I have any more of those left, but it was pleasant. I used this Hobby Lobby gingerbread scent, and I found that I do kind of like gingerbread. This was nice, actually. I would get this again for Christmas. And I like to mix in a little bit of Vanilla Bakery to kind of amp up the bakery. But this was pleasant. I would definitely get more of the gingerbread. Pained me to finish this one, but I did. I picked this up, I want to say, at, why can't I think of it? Oh, Ollie's. And this was the only one I've ever found. I had never smelled it before. This is Sensationals Fall Fetty. So to me, this is kind of like a Cupcakes at Tiffany's, but not overly on the toffee, because some of those can bother me. Yeah, this was nice. It was kind of a creamy chocolate, almost. It's interesting scent. It's very hard for me to put my finger on exactly what it was, but this was actually nice. And I mixed it, I had alternating warmers of the few cubes that I had left of this Christmas cookies from Yankee. I think this is my last one. I picked up a whole bunch of them on clearance, and a couple years ago, actually. So I'm glad that I used this. I would totally buy more of these if they brought it back, or if it was available somewhere. You just never know. I would totally buy more of those. I liked it, actually. Glad that I tried it. Sad to see it go. All right, I used my ice cream shop here, and you guys know I love this scent. To me, it's a very, very nice strawberry, almost like a strawberry... It's almost like a strawberry and cream popsicle, or like sorbet, I've said before. So they usually bring this out in the spring and summer. Grab it if you can, especially on clearance. A lot of times they'll clearance it out when the fall wax comes. So yeah, I would highly recommend that one. It's a great mixer with bakery. All right, I finished up my Better Homes and Gardens Sugared Lavender Twist. I don't know if I have any more. I'm hoping that I use them. I mean, look at it. It's discoloring the clamshells, and I've had these for a few years now. Really wanted to use it up. They've changed their packaging, so I know for sure these are older, and they have it at the stores. It's somewhat hard to find sometimes because people love it. This is really, really pretty. It's almost like a pink sugar lavender to me. A little bit, but very, very pretty lavender, and yeah, it's a staple for a lot of people. They love it. But I just needed to get some of the older wax out of the collection. All right, from the Bathing Garden, I used up this Green and Sassy. I did not wait for the St. Patrick's Day week, but yes, I love this scent. So scent notes are lemongrass and citrus blend with sage, vanilla, and musk. It's the lemongrass. It's so strong. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I just love this. So I did pick up a lemongrass from another vendor. I want to see how I like that scent. I don't know if I saw more of this. I think she had it on her site, and I'm hoping that it'll hang out. I want to make another order. I just placed an order. I don't know if I put any more of this on there. We'll be surprised together when I get my order. But yeah, love this scent, and yeah, I will keep that around. I'll get some more. All right, I used Luscious from the Bathing Garden. Luscious blend of cotton candy, bubblegum, candied pears, and sweet apples, inspired by Candy Fluff by Lush. So yeah, this is the Lush scent that reminds me of the Pink Fairy Gumdrop. I really like this. I have one left. I was gonna melt two, and I put it back in my Bathing Garden portion where I keep it in this closet over here. And so it was really, really good. Really love that one. So I'm glad I have another one to use whenever the mood strikes. I used this from Scentsy, Sweet Pea and Vanilla. This was a Bring Back My Bar. This was pleasant. I know a lot of people really like this. It reminds me of the Sweet Pea. I think it was, right? Is that what they called it, from Bath & Body Works? It's very similar to that. I like this, but I don't know how much I need of it. I did melt it here in this office and in my bathroom. It was pleasant. I mean, it's not in my club, so if I came back for Bring Back My Bar, I might get another bar or so, but it wasn't club worthy to me. This is club worthy. There isn't a club for this. There would be. This is, we talk about this all the time. Fusion, salted caramel. Love this scent. So good. Yes. I have tons of it, so you're going to see it all the time. Love that scent. All right, we have Huntington Home White Almond. This came back recently. Your Aldi stores might still have some, and they've been clearancing them out. So I picked up a couple more on clearance. I want to have a nice stock of these. This is so nice. If you like almond scents, it's just a gorgeous white almond scent, basically. It reminds me a little bit of the Jergens hand cream back in the day, if you know what I'm talking about. And this is just so nice. So pleasant. Oh, I just love it. I don't know. So a lot of people really, really like this scent. If you can grab it at your Aldi, especially on clearance, I'd grab a few. It's good. I mean, I didn't have any performance problems with it. You know, I got about 4-5 hours out of it, I would say, and really, really enjoyed it. Okay, moving along. We had Goose Creek. This jelly donut here. I would say it was kind of bummed about this one. And I don't know, this was more of reminded me a little bit of the, what was it, raspberry jam donut from Bath & Body Works. I'm not sure if they were going for that scent. Unfortunately, though, this was not very strong, and it didn't last particularly long. So I would say maybe out of 10, it was a 4, maybe 5. I mean, that's being generous. And it lasted maybe 3 hours. So I was kind of bummed. I had it in all of my warmers in my main living space and could barely smell it. So that really bummed me out. I don't know if I have any more of these. And I mean, look at the picture. Did you just want it to smell? I want it to smell like, you know, sticking my face in a donut. Like a raspberry filled donut, and it just didn't. So that was a bummer. If I have some more, I'll use it up, but I wouldn't get that one again. You know, I do cure my Goose Creek wax, and that was cured, just so you know. I know that, I mean, you never know when it could be poured with them, and so it could be sitting around for months. But I've just found in my own mind, if I just cure it for a little while, even a week or two, I don't know, it could just be psychological. I have no idea, but that's what I do. All right, we had 2 from Goose Creek, and I had purchased these previously and only had one of each. So I did these in different alternating warmers. I had blueberry muffin and blueberry pancakes. Both of these were excellent and strong. So these were really good. Neither one smelled overly like maple, because sometimes pancakes smell or scents, you know, the scent oils can have a lot of maple in them. Neither did. They were both really, really decadent, juicy blueberry scents. The only problem is it was hard to tell which was which, and so I'd probably have to get 2 of each to, I know, darn, Did get 2 of each to really test it out, but it was worth it. I would totally get 2 of each of these and try them out, see which one I liked better. But yeah, they were both really, really nice blueberry. So if you only have 1 of each and you know, or you like me, have a lot of warmers in your open space, it's okay to mix these. I thought they were excellent. All right. And last retail wax that I had here, I just wanted to use this up, honestly. And so I melt things at night that are not my favorites. So like an hour or 2, I've talked about this before, an hour or 2 before we go to bed, I put on a scent just so that I can test it out and see if I really do like it. If it's terrible, I mean, just absolutely terrible, I will take it out. But if it's just not really my thing, it's fine. I leave it in for the night, keep my warmers on. I had purchased a couple of these on like rock bottom clearance, and I just thought, you know what? I'm just not a cinnamon girl. So I'm going to use this up. It's a coffee cake swirl. So it's a swirl of cinnamon. It's really not a bad scent. I mean, it reminds me of the cinnamon, you know, swirl portion that you get in like a Cinnabon. You know, if you cut open a Cinnabon and stuck your nose up to it, that's kind of what it smells like without a lot of that cream cheese frosting. I don't get cream cheese frosting from this. It's mainly like a cakey cinnamon type fragrance. Yeah, and it's, you know, it's not like red hot cinnamon, but it's definitely strong cinnamon. So to tone it down, and I did this over a course of 2 days, actually, I toned it down with these down home muffins from that Smell Good shop, buttery sweet cornbread muffins. It was funny. But the second day when I got up in the morning, I could still smell it, and I kind of liked it. And it tamed it down, you know, enough that it just kind of softened it. It was a softer cinnamon with the cornbread. I don't know, it was almost like cornbread muffins with like a cinnamon sugared butter on top of them. I wish that it smelled like that at first. I know, I usually like peel the paint off the wall scents, but for a cinnamon scent, I need it to be a lot softer. And that was really pleasant. I was kind of like, So I will get the down home muffins again. I feel like I've used this a couple of times for a blender scent, and I don't think I've ever tried her zucchini bread by itself. I feel like, I mean, she's got to have it. I need to try that too and see if I like that as a blender, because the little pieces, you know, the little cubes that she has are just perfect to blend. So that's something, but I will get the down home muffins again for sure as a blender. It's great. So just keep that in mind. If you don't mind cornbread scents, some people really don't like the cornbread type scent or corn chips or whatever, but keep that in mind. All right, so we finished a couple of scoops. I always love finishing scoops. And you'll see this lid on here is broken. That was from my Godiva white chocolate raspberry that came in. So I just took the lid off of this one and exchanged it. So this doesn't even want to screw on this container. It's funny. But this one was, these are both L3, Fanta orange soda, grape soda, and Mountain Dew. I actually just ordered this from her, but I think in my customs, but I think I added fizzy pop to this. I'm pretty sure that I did, just to add a little bit more fizzy. I love this so much. It sounds weird. I know it does. I don't know, because I don't know. I mean, you get the Fanta orange soda a little bit, and I think because the Mountain Dew is citrusy, so I think it kind of amps that up. It kind of brings that out a little bit. But you get a little bit of the grape in there in the best way. This just blended so well. I know people have requested this, you know, and really, really like it. I need to request this again in scoops. I'm going to set it aside. There's a couple that I want in scoops. And yeah, I just love this. I mix it with a lot of different things. It just brings out the best in every scent. It's weird. I know it sounds weird, but it's good. Okay. And then I finished up this Blackberry Fizzy Pop here. So I got that one in April. I got this in May. But truly, you know, I just started looking at my scoops again and focusing on the ones that I had partially used. So you'll see some more because I've been focusing on my scoops, which is nice. This is really, really good. I feel like the Fizzy Pop is prominent in this one. The Blackberry takes a back seat. And it's not floral at all, which is good. So if you're worried about floral, I know a lot of the berry scents can have a floral tinge to them. This does not. This is very heavy on the fizzy. If you don't like fizzy, I would skip this. But it's very, very good. Actually, it was a very good blender. I would get this one again. This is kind of a dark horse. I mean, I think I used it once, and I don't know what I had mixed it with, but it just didn't wow me. But the more I used it, I was like, wow, this is really good. And it's very nice and fizzy. So totally get that one again. That's going in the yes pile, which is good. All right, so we have our big old stack here. We're 22 minutes in. Great. All right, we have VCS. Poured on my birthday, picked it out of the Collab box, Sally's Strawberry Pound Cake Bakery. Just like walking into a bakery filled with sugar cookies and strawberry pound cake. I really, really did enjoy this. This was a nice strawberry bakery. Kirby's got a great strawberry oil, so yeah, I would totally get that one again. We have L3, Frangelico Streusel, Irish Cream, Pecan Squares. This was really nice. This was good. There was another one. I feel like there's another one that I liked a little bit better that was similar to this. It was nuttier. It's like a creamy nutty scent. This was too, but I think with the Irish cream, there was a little too much cinnamon, like a touch. If you're not sensitive to cinnamon, you'd probably be fine with this. I do like the Frangelico Streusel a lot, so I'd probably get that with the pecan squares and maybe like cream cheese frosting. Now see, that sounds good. That's something I would do. All right, we had Sassy Wax Melts Cookie Exchange, Cookies and Cream Fudge, Coffee Bean, Vanilla Sugar Waffle Cone. I was expecting more of a coffee scent. It wasn't. It was a lot more of the cookie and cream fudge, I would say. This was pleasant, but because I was expecting more coffee, I was a little disappointed in this one. We had Godiva White Chocolate Raspberry Truffles, Coffee Bean White Elephant Exchange. This was really good. However, I have a custom that I do with her, which is the Godiva White Chocolate Raspberry with the coffee bean. I like those two together. I feel like, and I know I've heard a lot of people talk about this, the White Elephant Exchange just kind of like waters down blends, which is fine if that's what you wanted to do. Like if you wanted to tame down a cinnamon blend, that might be nice to do. However, I don't ever want my coffee to be watered down or raspberry or white chocolate. So anyway, I think it just kind of tamed down the scents that I really wanted to be prominent. So I wouldn't get this particular scent again. Now, I love White Elephant Exchange by itself. We have recently purchased 2 loaves of that. My son loves it. He has his own wax stash, and he got a loaf and I got a loaf. Like, you get a loaf and I get a loaf. And so we love it. I just don't know. I wouldn't add it to blends unless you really want to tame something, because that's basically what it does for me. All right, we had Cupboard Under the Stairs. I also got this with the Collab. I had never tried this scent by itself, and I believe it's Strawberry Bakery as well. I know I'm really like simplifying it, but right, creamy Strawberry Bakery. I can't smell that much in here, but it was really nice. You know, I love her wax, you guys know, and I really like this one. I like her Strawberry Pound Cake better. That's just me as a personal aside, but it was nice. It was pleasant. I can see the hype and why a lot of people love it. I had the Melted Mousse, a custom. I'm on her custom list again, but it's far down. It's okay. This was Fizzy Pop and Blonde Moment back from last April. I really did love this. This was great. She did a fabulous job. Really nice fizzy and blonde moment. I'm putting together my custom list again. I don't know. We'll see if it makes the cut again. We have L3, Angel Food Cake, Fresh Picked Strawberries and Sweet Bakery Dough from L3. Also from the Collab. I picked this one out. This was really nice as well. I really like this. I think it's the Angel Food Cake that I really liked with the strawberries. I would totally get this one again. Yeah, I'm really glad that I tried this one. And yeah, it was really, really pleasant and nice. All right, the next one is Ava's Country Cupboard Coffee House Crunch, freshly brewed coffee, vanilla, and crunchy caramel bits. I ordered more of it. I have a haul on my floor here that I can see that has this in it. This is fabulous. I love this coffee. It's so good. It's strong. If you don't like super strong coffee, I wouldn't say that it's definitely not skunky, but it's coffee. It's definitely coffee. So if you're not a coffee lover, like a strong coffee lover, I don't know, but I really love that one, and obviously would get more of it because I did. All right, so I have this waffle cone and creme brulee from that Small Good shop. I put them in alternating warmers. This was so nice. I am sticking this to the side because I would buy both of these. I would like to try the creme brulee on its own in all of my warmers. I think that would be really, really good. I have figured out lately that I really do love waffle cone. It's a really nice mixer, so I probably would get some more of this so I could mix it in. Yeah, so these are both going in the, I'm going to buy that for sure. It's gonna fall over, but yes. All right, next we have, oh, I finally used this up, you guys. Oh my gosh. So when I was newer to vendor wax, I didn't realize how big one of the, is it the, I want to say, is it not Blossom Bar? Is it Blossom Bar from VCS? Oh my gosh. So it's kind of like 6 cloud cakes, basically. If you're, if you know from L3, the size of those, that's basically what the size is. I had no idea how big it was. I knew the price, was more, but I had no idea. So I bought this and this was not a scent I had tried before. So this is Pin Curls and Finger Waves, pink sugar blended with fluffy marshmallows. Thankfully, I like, I figured, well, I really like both of those scents. And I did. I really did like this scent. But we have been using it up since last January. And I have been working on it here and there. So I probably wouldn't get this one for a while. But this is really, really nice pink sugar. Really good. It's just like, oh my gosh, that was a lot. I learned. I've only bought one other one. And actually, I mean, come on. You guys could probably guess what's my favorite scent from VCS. Cookie Monster. So I bought Cookie Monster's Post. So that's with zucchini bread recently in that size. So anyway, all right. Sassy Girl, we have Sonic, Blue Raspberry Slushy, and Cotton Candy. This was good. I used this in my bedroom and then just amped up, added some fizzy to it because it's not fizzy. It's just nice and fruity, sugary goodness. So I really did like this. I would get this one again. I don't know, because there's another scent that I ordered recently. Got 3 brittles of it because it's a grape candy scent. And I was melting them alternating days. And I liked that so much better. So poor Sonic was being compared to something that I liked a lot better. So I'm not going to put it in my pile of order, like I really, really love this scent, but I would get another brittle of it. Absolutely. Give it another shot. Not put it up against such a heavy contender there. All right, we have late night cookie therapy, blueberries and sweet cream. Actually, I think I have this in a, that's so funny, in a matrix melt that I'm going to melt today. That's funny. I didn't realize, but this is really, really good. It's a really nice blueberry and cream bakery. It's nice and creamy blueberry. It's not muffin like, definitely. I was thinking that when I was smelling it. I was like, this is definitely blueberries and cream. Really good. Obviously, I purchased it again because I have more of it, so I won't put that in the pile at this point. We have VCS Run and Tell That, Frankenberry and Orange Cream. I liked this, but for some reason, we just didn't reach for it. And the only reason I reached for it now is because you guys know I'm trying to use up some of my wax from March and earlier. And this was February. So it was pleasant, but I don't know, it was pleasant. I liked it, but it wasn't like a wow, I guess. And again, I didn't reach for it. So I don't know. It was weird. All right. Another custom from the Melted Mousse. I really like this. I'm going to put this aside. This is Strawberry Pound Cake, Pink Chiffon, and Pink Sugar. This was really nice. Now, this was last April, and I feel like the scent was kind of fading from what I remembered when I first got it. It seemed like it was stronger then. So I wouldn't wait on this one for me. I would definitely melt this again. It was really good. I loved these together. Add that to my custom list and maybe get one of her mini loaves or something. I think that would be really nice. All right, so we melted 2 of these in alternating warmers. This was from the Collab from L3 Diet Starts Monday, White Elephant Exchange, and Zucchini Bread, White Elephant Exchange. They were both really, really good. I love Diet Starts Monday. I just loved that scent so much. And I was just coming off of a week of all Bathing Garden, which was not a lot of bakery. I think I popped this in the warmers right away when when last week started, and I was in bakery heaven. So yeah, these are both scents that I would totally get. I had never tried them by themselves. I don't think so. I don't know if I didn't get the White Elephant. Did I not get the White Elephant Exchange sampler? I must not have. But this was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. All right, Barbershop 1920s from Hayden Rowe. I love scents like this. So the Barbershop 1920s, oh, it's just so good. Her wax is super strong. I cut this in mini pieces. Took me forever to get through in my bathroom. I would totally buy the Barbershop 1920s and her, like, it's sea salt, right? I think it is. I would totally buy those. I buy them separate and I can, you know, mix them together because I like them both by themselves, mixed together. It's amazing. All right, this I definitely have in a larger size. I didn't even want to melt this because when I first got this sample, while it was in one of her samplers, I just would breathe into this bag because it's so good. It's so good. So I do have a couple of brittles of this one and we'll always have this on hand. Sassy Girl, My Little Pony on the Beach. It's basically Avo Bath and her beach nights, although it does say sweet lavender, cotton candy frosting, marshmallow, and beach night. I basically get just a really nice creamy Avo Bath with her beach night. It is so amazing. Don't be afraid of the lavender. I don't get lavender in this, and you guys know I'm super sensitive. I'm telling you, this I could just crawl in the bag and live in there. It is so good, and it's so strong if you like Avo Bath. I mean, in a good way. It's not like nose bleeding, eyes bleeding kind of a scent, which lemongrass, that's in Avo Bath. Lemongrass can be very, very strong, but it's just done so well. I mean, that one. Okay. Lollipop Land from Rose Girls. I have to tell you, this was a huge disappointment. This is older. I mean, this is definitely over a year old. So, I don't know. I mean, it just kind of was a generic, as you know, I love that word, generic, like, candy type scent. But unfortunately, and so if it's like lollipops and cotton candy or whatever, I just could not really smell it very good in the warmers. And so I basically had to, you know, I gave it a chance. I melted it by itself because I wanted to see if I liked it. And I couldn't really smell that much. So I mixed in some fizzy. It was okay then, but I think it was mainly the fizzy that I could smell. So I don't know, that was kind of disappointing. All right, we had a little bit Alexis from VCS, strawberries and cream, cinnamon and sugar, and vanilla smoothies. This is basically a strawberry and cream blend with some cinnamon. You can definitely get hints of cinnamon. It was a bakery cinnamon, not super strong, big red gum type of cinnamon. This was nice. I really needed more of this though. I only had the one rose left and it's not enough for my big warmers. I have 4 big warmers now. Because one of them died. It was a smaller warmer, and so I replaced it with a bigger dish. Why not? Hey. And so this is actually not enough for all my warmers. So I think that was the problem. Barely covered the bottom of 2 of my warmers. So this, I remember this being stronger the last time. So yeah, I would get it again. I just wouldn't, you know, race out and grab it if I saw it like right now. But yeah, it was good. It was pleasant. We had Teddy B, Surfside Sweet Shop, birthday cake, marshmallow cream, butter cookies, cake batter, and beach treats, which is beach nights. So really good birthday, what I get, birthday cake and salty sea air. That's basically what I get in this blend. I think I have a loaf coming in her last pre-order. So this is another scent. I don't even need to put it over in the pile because I have more of it. I have more coming. This is a staple. I will always have this. It's so good. All right. Sassy Girl, OMG pretzel, strawberry white cake, sugar cookie, marshmallow, and pretzel. I know a lot of you love this. I can't remember who loves this. It's nice, but it's not my favorite from her. And so, I mean, you know, there are other scents I like a little bit better. I'm not sure. I mean, it's not bad. I love pretzel, but it wasn't as like OMG as I thought it would be. So it was good, but I know other people love it a lot more than I do. We had Sassy Wax Melts. This was a custom that I did, but this is one of her blends that she has. It's Warm Up, which is white chocolate, coffee bean, and whipped cream. This is so good. Oh my gosh. I love this scent from her. It was hard to finish, but on the other hand, I was like, okay, you know, I want it to be at its prime. So nice. This is so good. I really, really do like that, and we'll totally repurchase from her. Yeah, absolutely. All right, we have L3 Raspberry Whip Diet Starts Monday. I actually really liked this, and it didn't wow me in the bag, but I would totally get this again. I don't know that I need to put it in the pile of things that I'm going to order or request, you know, for her to make, but I would get this again. I actually have a scoop of the Raspberry Whip, and I have just dug into that and really like it. So I heard somebody talking about it, and it's definitely like I want to say like tangy candy. It's not really sour, but I mean, it borders on that a little bit. And so it's got that edge to it a little bit, which I really liked. So I really like the raspberry whip. I need to blend that with some fizzy and see how I feel about that, because I think that would be really nice, like sweet and sour type of scent. I don't know. It's really, really nice. It's not what I was expecting. It's not a raspberry jam. If you're expecting it to be a raspberry jam, it's not. It's much more like a sweet tart, like raspberry sweet tart. That's what it reminds me of. So it was good. I really like this. I need to get more of the steel sugar from L3. So it almost has like a feminine muskiness to it. And I've talked about this before. My mom back in the 80s used to wear this like musky perfume. And I feel like it kind of has that along with like a masculine note to it. I don't know. That's what it reminds me of. I really, really like this. I'm putting this aside because I need more of it. It's good. I think I have it from another vendor, a small amount. But I love that, and I melted gold sugar in my bathroom from L3. Oh my gosh, blow me out of the house. It lasted forever in my black hole bathroom. So did that one. So both of those from L3, 100% need to have in stock in my bathroom drawer. It's great. I loved it. Because, you know, sometimes scents, you know, that's why I call it the black hole. They don't always work. All right, VCS. This was another one that I just didn't reach for, and I don't know why. And my son, I thought he would love this, and was kind of like, eh. So I don't know. It's How to Get to Sesame Street. Sweet crunch berries cereal topped with fresh strawberries and miniature marshmallows. I'm just wondering if the marshmallows tamped it down. Like if we like, because I know we like really prominent cereal scents. So I'm wondering if that's the case. But both of us were kind of like, it's nice. It's very pleasant. It's pretty. When you get it warming, it's definitely a nice creamy cereal blend. But for some reason, neither one of us really reached for it. And we were both kind of, you know, okay. You know, like average response. I don't know. All right, we had this. I finished up. I really worked on this, you guys. I did some at night. Just because this was another one I just didn't reach for. It was my own fault. This was a custom we did with L3. Blonde AF, a Ditzy Blonde Ice Lemon Danish. There was nothing wrong with this blend. It's just, it was kind of like lemon bakery, kind of. There are other better lemon bakeries, I think. And so I think that's what it was. It wasn't bad. It was definitely pleasant. It was nice to have in the warmers. And, you know, I'm glad that we used it up. I wouldn't get more of it, but, you know, definitely wasn't her fault. It was me. We had, oh my gosh, you guys, I had this going. So I mixed this with a loaf of hot cocoa from Hayden Row. This is Perkins Melts, hazelnut marshmallow fluff donut, hazelnut marshmallow fluff and glazed donut. This was amazing mixed in with the hot cocoa. It was great. The problem is that hot cocoa is about, I'm estimating here, a 15 out of 10 for throw. And this did not tamp it down, I will tell you. It made it nice and like a creamier chocolate. So it was definitely like creamy hot cocoa with lots of marshmallows and maybe like hazelnut cream in there. It was really, really nice, but you know, this wasn't enough to fill my warmer. So that's why I did it. But holy cow, is that hot cocoa from Hayden Row strong. Like, that loaf is going to take me a year. I don't know. I'll probably do some at night, and I might mix in, like, some vanilla bakery. I don't know. It's so strong. I don't know. All right, this is another one that we love, and I ordered another loaf of this, I want to say. This is Sadie, Salty Sea Air, Vanilla Bean, Noel, and Toasted Marshmallows. It's so nice. So it's a creamy vanilla marshmallow salty sea air. So if you don't like salty sea air, it's prominent in this one for sure. And it's not perfumey. Like, it definitely smells, I don't know. Some salty sea airs can be on the perfume side. This is just marshmallow goodness with some salty sea air thrown in. That's what it is. Like, you're on the ocean and toasting some marshmallows. I don't know. I mean, it's not really toasty, but you get what I mean. It's so good. Yeah, so I do have a loaf coming. Don't need to set it aside because that's another one that's going to be, it's going to be a staple. All right, we had Britta's Twice as Twisted, Fruit Loops, Tea and Cakes, and Cotton Candy Frosting. This was from back last March. I have a few more of this, and I will say, I don't know if this wasn't big enough. I don't know, was this a souffle? Because I will tell you, this was not very strong. So I don't know if the longevity, because now this is a year old. Maybe it wasn't, it just, you know, didn't last a year. It's strong in the bag and it smells really nice. It's definitely Fruit Loops and Tea and Cakes. But in my house, the tea and cakes oil is normally like super strong, like a 9 or 10 out of 10. And this was not, so I don't know why. Really interesting, but I have more. I'll try it again and see what happens. This also, we're almost done. This also, we had the jelly donut from Ava's Country Cupboard. If you guys remember, I melted this in my tea lights and could barely get a throw out of it. Unfortunately, I could barely get a throw in my hot plates either. So it was maybe a 4 out of 10, and her wax normally performs so good for me, so I was really bummed out. I could barely get a throw on that one. Didn't, you know, it smells great. It smells great in the bag, but it didn't throw for me. All right, Sassy Girl Aroma Southside Serpent. This one I was really on the fence about. I wasn't sure. So I melted this at night, and you guys actually liked this. A hint of smooth leather, tobacco, sweetened marshmallow, and sweet bakery. This actually really liked. I would get this again. It surprised the heck out of me. It was very nice. It was a marshmallowy tobacco with hints of leather in there. Kind of reminded me of walking into like an old-time men's study. I don't know, like it seems like Sherlock Holmes, his office would smell like this. I don't know. You know, his study would smell like that. It was really nice and pleasant and lasted all night in the warmers. I got up in the morning. It was just this really nice, smooth leather, you know, reminding me of leather books and hints of like tobacco, like pipe smoke. It was just really, really nice. So yeah, it surprised me because I was really scared of that one, honestly, and I liked it. Last one. Thank you for hanging on with me here. We have VCS Betty Page, Satsuma Blonde Moment, and Vanilla Bean Noel. I loved this. I was kind of hoarding this one, and I would get her Satsuma and Blonde Moment. I'm sure that's another blend that she has. The Vanilla Bean Noel was nice, made it a little bit creamier, and I didn't like it as much in my bedroom, but I loved melting this in my main living space. It was great. I will totally get Betty Page again. I'm going to set that one aside because I would get it. All right, whew, that's a long one, you guys. Lots of leftover wax. That's what happens when I have just bits and pieces left over. I mean, all of this would have just gone back in my drawers. I mean, look at all of this. But I had just bits and pieces that I had been saving up over, it was 2 months basically. And I was so happy that I was able to use it up. So I highly recommend doing a using up the leftovers week, you know, here and there. If you haven't already, I just think it works for me. I just think it's great. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I have a candles and body care empties that I want to do for you guys as well. So I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.